with the Dota 2 6.87 patch tour. I'll go ahead and give it a few minutes, but I've read over a little bit of the patch notes, but a lot of this I have not read over yet. So I'll go ahead and wait a minute before starting, but we can go ahead and read the beginning. So, gameplay update 6.87. Okay. Let me make sure it's still in the frame. Okay, cool. General, we reworked ranked all pick. Before the picking phase begins, there is a 15-second voting phase to ban heroes, each player for a different hero. Hold on a second, sorry about that. Alright, anyway, reworked rank all picked. There's a 15-second voting phase to ban heroes. Each player votes for a different hero. Afterwards, half of the heroes that were voted on will be randomly selected and banned. 2 players cannot vote for the same hero if the game displays heroes as they are voted on, but not who voted. The number of bans is equal to half the total number of votes. There is an odd number of votes. The number of bans is randomly rounded up or down. The random ban selection will choose at most 3 heroes from one specific team's votes, so it's more evenly split. Okay, each team now has a scan ability available on the minimap UI. Let's go ahead and open up a game and try this one out. Start game? There we go. For some reason I thought I hit start game and it didn't. Oops. Alright, so AP, let's go ahead and pick Nature's Prophet. Okay. So each team now has a scan ability available on the minimap UI. Okay, so that's on cooldown right now.
Prepare for battle.
So scans 900 AoE for 8 seconds, indicates whether there are enemy heroes in that area during the 8 seconds. Starts on cooldown as a global team-wide cooldown of 4.5 minutes. Does not consider units inside Roche Pit, but does consider smoke units. Does not show how many heroes there are, just if there are enemies. Okay, I don't know how that works. Enemies do not know when your team casts it, so it's not quite like StarCraft where it goes like... So that's interesting. We'll check that out at 4.5 minutes. Actually, it's going to be 3.5 minutes because it's a game start. We'll just wait till it's off cooldown. Let's see here. Make sure I'm at the right spot in the scrolling of this. Okay. Starting HP increased from 180 to 200, so that means everybody gets an effective 20 HP boost. HP per strength from 19 to 20, hero-based mana from 0 to 50, that's a weird change. Mana per int reduced from 13 to 12. Intelligence now increases your spell damage by 1% per 16 intelligence points. For example, 100 intelligence gives you roughly 6% bonus, same rule for what is affected as Aether Lens's spell amplification. So that's a really bizarre change, I think, just because that's kind of League of Legends, but I don't know, we'll see how it works out. It doesn't sound like it's that big. 6% is for 100 intelligence, like it takes quite a while to get there. We'll see how that works out. I'm gonna go ahead and level TP out here. Oh, no, stop. Okay, so okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and link him back. Oh. I do not want all this shit. Go away. Okay. No, stop buying awards for fuck's sake. Let's just buy Mystic Staffs. Actually, There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this eyeball stick here. Okay, 5 Mystic Staffs. Okay, so let's say I drop 1 ult on him. That's with 5 Mystic Staffs. Okay, and so that leads him down to 1685 about. So we drop all of these. Okay. And then this time we'll drop an ult. Yeah, like that was 5 Mystic Staves, and that was about 100 more HP he had than with the other one. So yes. It's a small perk, but it's not that big. I thought it would be bigger than that, but it really isn't that big. I mean, it takes a while to get up to basically an Aether Lens worth. Like, if you're wanting to amp spell damage, Aether Lens and Veil and shit like that are your way to go. Stats hover on your hero now shows your total spell amplification, including Aether Lens. So let's see here. Every 16 points increases spell damage by 1%. Okay, that's not what I want. Spell damage amplification 16.1%. There we go. So yeah, it's 16%. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Next on the agenda. I haven't even seen Stormags yet. I'm gonna get there, but I can't. Hearing about Stormags sounds exciting already. You're getting me excited about this one. Okay, let's go next. Lane creep health upgrade for 10 to 12. Lane creeps upgrade every 7.5 minutes. Tier 2 towers damage now the same as Tier 3, so that's going to be hurt to rats. Towers now grant an armor to allied heroes, even more crippling to rats. So actually, we can go try this one out real quick. So, let's see, I got the tower armor, armor increased by 1. Now does it change for the other towers, or is it just 1 armor? Yeah, that's 3 armor on the Tier 2. And then 3 armor on the Tier 3. What about the Tier 4s?
Your
Still
top
3 armor
tower
on the Tier
is
3s.
under attack.
Yeah. Okay, 2, 3, 4 armor. Oh, Tier 2, 3, 4 grant 3 armor. Okay, there we go. Tower true sight
Your
range
bottom
reduced
tower
to
is under
700.
attack.
Okay, so why don't show that if you hold alt? That's okay. Initial bounty rune no longer gives experience.
Your
Okay,
bottom
so
tower
that
is
changes
under
mid
attack.
quite a bit a lot, because usually the mids would go for that, or it could change off lane depending on how you look at it. So that's definitely a decent sized change. It changes like the early game, and like that definitely keeps players from being dicks and stealing the rune. It's like they're right there to get it. Melee hero attack range increased from 128 to 150. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Doom's attack range was 150 before. So I guess Doom's no longer special in that regard? I don't know if it's 150 off the top of my head. Maybe they increased it in this patch. Lane creep aggro duration increased from 2 to 2.5. Lane creep aggro duration cooldown increased from 2 to 2.5. Melee creep gold bounty reduced from 40 to 38. Super and Mega melee creep gold also reduced by 2. Range creep gold bounty unchanged. Melee and range creep bounty upgrade over time increased from 1 to 2. Okay. So that's gonna be like more later on. Like, so like farming early on is just like, it's got not as valuable. It's very slight though. It's not that big. Range creep experience, Jesus Christmas. Range creep experience increased from 41 to 90. Now that's pretty big. That's not a joke. Same total XP per wave. Oh, okay, so the melee creeps got reduced, range creeps got a huge jump, but still the range creep is worth more than the melees are now. A lot more, really. Experience required to get level 8 and 9 rescale from 600, 1200 to 800, 1000. Okay. Interesting. Ethereal now blocks in-flight projectiles fully rather than just one launch before Ethereal. I actually did not know that was a thing. Interesting. Wait, launch before Ethereal. Huh? I'm gonna try that one out. Let's go ahead and drop one of these motherfuckers. Cool, it's called Ethereal Blade. Okay, so...
Go green!
I don't know how I can... Whoop, actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I don't know how I can really try that one in a meaningful way.
Nature's ferocity.
Okay, so see, I blocked the attack projectile from MP there because the return damage didn't proc there. That may be a miswording there. Evasion now uses pseudo-random distribution. I actually thought it did before. Evasion is now calculated on impact rather than on launch. This is good. This makes this more consistent with stuff like Centaur return, things of that nature. Centaur Courser health reduced from 550 to 350. That's the little baby Centaurs.
Your bottom tower is under
Centaur
attack.
Courser armor reduced by 1. The large Centaur camp now spawns 2 Centaur Coursers instead of 1. Okay. That's a satyr. Let me see if I can find
Your
a Centaur.
middle
There we
tower
go,
is
right
under
there.
attack.
So now we got 2 of the baby Centaurs and... Okay, that's the Cloakora. And then 1 of the big Centaurs.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan magic resistance reduced from 75% to 55%. That's an interesting change as magic dealing heroes will have an easier time with Roche.
Your bottom
Roche
tower
HP
is
increased
under
from
attack.
7,500 plus 125 per minute to 8,000 plus 175 per minute. I'm not that'll
Your top
definitely make him
tower
have more
is
HP
under
later on. I'm not sure it'll affect level 1 Roche with the 500 HP will really make that big of a difference. I mean, if you have the right level 1 Roche combo, I'm sure it's still
Your
doable.
top tower is under attack.
Roche experience bounty changed from 1789 to 750 plus 20 per minute. Okay. Compared to previously, Roshan gave less experience before the 52-minute mark and more after. Double damage and haste no longer have special rules for being dispelled by spell immunity. Thank you, Ice Frog. I was waiting for that one to happen. That always made no sense that it did that. So, an example of this... Well, whatever. Let's go with somebody else. Whatever. Let's just actually do it this way. There we go. So that's a fucking bounty, no, the bounty rune. Okay, haste rune. So I got a haste rune,
Swift
and then I popped BKB, and so now I still have it. It used to be where it would get rid of it, but now I still have it. So this is cool. The biggest one to me though was Lifestealer's Rage with a double damage. That was always frustrating to lose it whenever you had to pop Rage. I mean, Rage is obviously part of what you have to do with him, but it was still frustrating to be unable to get that double damage there. So now you can get that. The following buffs are now purgeable. Nightmare, Spawn Spiderlings, Malefice, Cold Snap, Corrosive Skin, Leap Speed, Movement buff. So, let's see. Nightmare is interesting. Spawn Spiderlings, Malefice is also an interesting one too, because I can save somebody. Especially with a Diffusal on your own team. Cold Snap, also same as Malefice. Corrosive Skin, Leap, Movement Speed buff, might be cool. I didn't know that wasn't purgeable before, I thought it was. Minor adjustments to cast range mechanics reduce overly long cast range when the target is moving quickly. So, I know exactly how I can deal with this one. So, one notorious offender for this one.
Tower is under attack.
Get all the movement speed items. One of them's. Manta. And we need a use. Any more drums? We need drums. Any other movement speed items? Something I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, actually, butterfly, if you trade the movement speed, we'll do that. Okay. Oh, hey, stop. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is... I'm gonna go ahead and level up 25 here so I survive this. Okay, so Pudge's cast range for Dismember was here normally. But there'd be those times where you'd like get it from somebody all the way here. Oops, no. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is have Nature's Prophet run by. Oh, I'm gonna have it run by, not press R.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this right. Well, I mean, never mind. You can't do it now. But basically, what would happen?
But
Do this, and then you try to do that. There you go. Normally, what would happen there is you'd still get the fresh meat, even if they were like this far apart, and the cast range isn't like that because of the way these things worked. So that's a good fix. I like that. Oh, the scan. Let's try the scan. How did I... Go away. Go away. Fuck, how did I bring that up? Home? Insert? I don't know what I have set as my key for that. Shit. God damn it. What the hell? There we go. Escape, got it out. Okay, cool. Anyway. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna TP him over here. And now we're gonna try that scan. So it just beeps and tells you if there are heroes there. Interesting. Let me look at the scan again.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Does not consider units inside Roshan Pit. Does not show how many heroes there, just if there are enemies. Enemies do not know when your team casts it. Okay, so it's like, you want to say, okay, there's something there. It's like a minesweeper, basically. Well, let's not go down that far yet. Where was I? Illusions now benefit from damage blocks. So, like, your Vanguards, your Crimson Guards, that'll help with that. Captain's mode pick time from 40 to 30. A lot of Captain's mode changes. Adjusted the order of bands, adjusted the order of picks, the final phase. Overall pick band order. Remove strong armor type, moved affected units to soft type, which now is renamed to basic type. Roshan armor from basic to hero. Troll summoner attack type from pierce to hero. Thunderhide attack type, that's the big dragons. From basic to hero. Not the big dragons, the dinosaurs. Dark Troll Summoner damage reduced from 55-60 to 40-45 because he has the hero damage now.
Your bottom tower
Thunderhide attack damage reduced from 71 to 78 to 60 to 65, so that's also because it's hero damage. Harpy Stormcrafter mana pool reduced to 400. I guess that's an interesting nerf.
Your bottom tower
Standard Tormentor mana pool reduced from 600 to 400. Also an interesting nerf. Terrain! Adjust the position of the bottom tier Radiant Tier 2 tower and nearby trees. So the towers move forward and these trees are changed. Excuse me, are changed a little bit here. I had a hiccup there. Move the ramp between the Dire Secret Shop and Dire Ancients further back a bit and made it narrow. So the Dire Secret Shop and Dire Ancients. So I think this is further back and this is narrower. I remember it looking just like this, but I could be wrong. It still looks very similar, but yeah, there is a little more space here, I noticed. Increase the width of the ramp behind the Radiant bottom tier 2 tower. Okay, yeah. Added a new ramp to the left of the bottom Dire tier 1 tower. So to the left, where is this new ramp? To the left of the bottom Dire tier 1 tower. What? I'm not finding this. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Okay. So this is the new ramp basically. You can go down to the agents very quickly here. Interesting use I can think of this. Well, obviously it's gonna have use for juking and stuff, but like with Beastmaster, you can like go stack your agents that way, and then you can make sure to check on them there by just running down that ramp if you need to. Let's see. Add a new ward spot in the middle of Dire Jungle. Where is that at? That's the old one. There. That's the new one. Add adjusted spawn box to the rightmost Radiant hard camp from the safe lane. Okay, so that one's got a bigger spawn box. It used to be like right here, I think. Let's see. Tier 3 towers racks move slightly back. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Tier 3 towers racks move slightly back from the ramp. Yeah, the tier 3 used to be like right here, so the racks would be about right here before. I scrolled down too far, I think. No, I didn't. Adjusted the juke path in the clump of trees to the left of the Dire tier 1 mid towers in the area closest to the ramp. So this has changed, I think, is what it's saying.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Added a small hiding spot in the trees to the top left of the Radiant medium camp near the mill. I think this is what it's talking about, maybe? Or maybe this one. Oh, it's probably here. That's what it is. Or this. I'm not sure which one it's talking about. Slightly reduce the spawn box of the Dire offlane neutral camp. Okay, so that was... Yeah, that was kind of annoying. When you're trying to stack agents and stuff, that could have been pretty annoying. Add a new path of trees on the left of the top Radiant tier 1 tower. Okay, so you can walk over here, you can go over here. Actually, I think this was always here. That was not there, that wasn't there. What? Oh, hello, auto-attacking Nature's Prophet. Let's get you out of that lane. Slightly reduce the spawn box of the Dire offlane neutral camp. Then we got that already. Spaced out tier 4 towers slightly. Not much difference, but very slightly. And impassable areas in the trees below the bottom tier 2 Radiant tower.
The enemy's top tower has
So
fallen.
yeah, a lot less tinker space is what I like to call it. Moved Radiant mid-creep spawn point back a little. Okay, so the creep spawn more like, let's see. What is the command to spawn creeps? I do not remember what it is. It's just spawn creeps, yeah? Okay, well anyway, it spawns back here. I think it started like here before. Whatever.
So I go.
Okay. Alright, added a small blah. Remove the tree on the Dire cliff right above the top rune. Remove the tree on the Dire cliff right above the top. I'm not sure which tree is missing. I don't think there was one right here. Was there? Was there one right there? I don't remember.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Added 2 extra trees in the Radiant middle lane in the upper right of the tier 1 tower.
Your
So I
bottom
think
tower
these 2
is
trees
under
are new,
attack.
I think. I could be wrong. Rearrange the clump of trees below the far right Radiant hard camp to modify
Your
visibility
bottom
for
tower
heroes
is under
the
attack.
line. Okay, so I think it's these they changed. Fixed Radiant offlane neutral camp units not always being visible with a line of sight in front of them. Okay, that was a bug, I guess. Alright, new items. Bloodthorn. So, new item formed from Orchid, Crystallis, and Recipe. Details. Requires Orchid, Crystallis, Recipe. Total 7195, 25 int, 30 attack speed, 60 damage, 150% mana regen. Active all attacks on the Silence target. All attacks on the Silence target, including from allies, gain True Strike and a 1.35 times critical hit. This sounds like a Clinks item to me. I mean, there's a lot of other heroes that can be useful on, but it definitely sounds like a Clinks item. So let's see, let's turn that on, turn that on. So this is without it. Alright. Now let's give him
Your middle tower is under attack.
okay. Oh, oops, I screwed that up. Let's try that again.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Wow, that's actually pretty strong.
First blood.
Cool.
First
That's a pretty cool item. Passive lets chance to grants a chance to land a critical hit. And it's a shorter cooldown than Orchid. That's interesting. Echo Saber, new
Your
item
middle
formed from
tower is
Oblivion
under
Staff
attack.
and Ogre Club. Requires those 10 strength, 10 int, 10 attack speed, 15 damage, 75% mana regen. Causes melee attacks to attack twice in quick succession. So in a way, it's like a Weaver Geminate. But it only works on melee heroes. Let's see. Do I have one out? I have a centaur. Let's go ahead and drop that shit on the ground. Okay, so that's that. Passive only works on melee heroes, so your double attack applies a point and a slow. So there's a slow too. Okay, so it's a very short slow. Okay. Blightstone sounds like Bloodstone, but it doesn't use
Your
Bloodstone
top
at all.
tower is under attack.
Cost 300 gold. Passive reduces armor by 2 on attack.
Your top tower
Available
has
inside
fallen.
shop. Item uses Deso and Medallion of Courage. So let's go ahead and try that one out.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Okay,
is missing.
Blightstone. Give me the Blightstone. Why can't I buy it? Oh, that's right. 'Cause I'm on the bot.
Straight as an arrow.
So it reduces armor on 2 on every hit.
Attack.
Okay, so not on every
Your
attack,
top
it just
tower
reduces
is
it
under
by
attack.
2 once. It doesn't stack. It's like a mini Deso, basically.
Your top tower is under attack.
Okay, that's cool. It's using Deso and Medallion, so what's the new formula for Deso is gonna be...
Your
Okay,
top
so no
tower
recipe
is
now.
under
It's
attack.
just, it's the Blightstone. That's cool. So you can buy that first now. Medallion. Where is it? Solar
Your top
Crest,
tower is
Medallion.
under attack.
So no recipe anymore for Medallion is what it replaces. That's cool. Infused Raindrops, new consumable item. Comes with 5 charges. The item is destroyed when it reaches 0 charges. When you receive over 50 magic damage, it procs consuming a charge and blocking 120 magic damage. The proc has a 4-second cooldown. I may have to cut this short. I'm going to take my dog to the vet.
Light my way.
I'm gonna have to cut this short. I'm gonna try to go fast here. I'd like to get to the heroes. Just gotta try to get the big shit. Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. Did it not work? Whatever, I'll just see about buying it on MP. Infused Raindrops. That's the Windlace, wrong one. Infused Raindrops. There we go. So that's 1. Okay, there's a cooldown on it. 2. So there we go. Okay, pretty neat. Windlace, new item. 20 movement speed, 225, available in side shop using drums and mules. Cool. Tome of Knowledge. 425 XP. Now this sounds a little weird. Starts out of
Nature
stock. Stock
calls.
increment stock every 10 minutes. So where is the Tome of Experience? So this is like, oh, I need my level. Let me buy this thing.
Naturally.
Okay.
Sylvan shade.
Hurricane Pike. This new item is formed from Force Staff, Dragonlance, and Recipe. Let's go ahead and try this out. Hurricane Pike. Alright, so let's go ahead and try that one out. So basically, it pushes both of you away from each other, and a 450 units each allows you to attack that unit. Whoa.
On my way.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So it gives you that infinite attack range on them. Does not give vision over them, works like Force Staff used on allies or enemies.
Your middle tower is under
Force
attack.
Staff cooldown is 20, so it's a shorter cooldown than Force Staff. That's interesting. I like it. Skull Basher, damage reduced, had some numbers changes. Now requires Basher Vanguard and a 1550 recipe. So hey, Vanguard's getting buffed. I do like that it doesn't require the relic anymore. That's cool. It requires it gives a damage block too. That's pretty cool. Right, the Vanguard did. Aether Lens, spell application reduced to 5%. Courier respawn time reduced from 140 to 120, and flying is still 180. Armlet, Unholy Strength now grants 5 armor. So 10 while active, okay. Blade Mail now returns damage of any kind before reduction, returns it in the same type as it was received, no longer ignores... Oh shit, this is pretty big. It still cannot hurt spell immune targets, the original damage was type cannot, like magic. The blood initial charges increase from 8 to 12. Let's see what's going on here. Blood cell charges increase from 8 to 12, that's interesting. If it still cannot hurt spell immune targets, the original damage type, the original damage type cannot. So, like, Timber Saw, pure damage, that can kill them. Butterfly, Flutter cooldown reduced, Crimson Guard, HP reduced from 60 to 50, cooldown reduced from 60 to 50, HP regeneration increased by 2, see Vanguard change, Desolator now acquires the Blightstone, we knew that. Perch, cooldown increased from 0 to 2, yeah, that shit was a little broken. Mana Burn, okay, Mana Burn melee illusions reduced from 25-12 to 2010, Mana Burn by melee ranged heroes increased from 25 to 40. Okay, Dragonlance now requires Ogre Club, two band of Elven Skin instead of Ogre Club and Quarterstaff. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's more useful than the Quarterstaff was. Drum now requires Bracer, Ring of Regen, Windlace, and a 700 recipe. Interesting. This is a more useful build-up though. The Ring of Regen's kinda but the rest of it's cool. Well, 700 recipe, not so much, but whatever. Yules now requires Windlace instead of Sage's Mask. Yeah, that's okay. I'm on board with that one. Flying Courier now 150, so supports upgrade that shit. I will be upgrading that shit. Gem reduced from 1100 to 900 True Sight Radius. Ghost Form cooldown reduced from 30 to 25. Glimmer Cape. Bane cost reduced from 110 to 90. Guardian Greaves. 1650 to 1700, Heart of Tarask, Strength bonus, blah blah blah, Health bonus, reduced. Heaven Halberd, disarm duration on ranged targets increased to 5.5 seconds, that's a decent buff. Remove 1 Ring of Regen from Hooded Defiance. HP regeneration used to match Ring of Health and recipe change. Lincoln's recipe reduced cost from to 1,000. That's a pretty big one. Excuse me. Lotus Orb now requires Energy Booster instead of 900 gold recipe. Okay. HP regeneration increased from 5 to 6. Mask of Madness, active damage amplification reduced from 30 to 25. Medallion of Courage now requires Blightstone instead of recipe. Observer Ward, gold experience rescaled from 50 to 100 to 125. Okay. So you get more XP than gold out of it now. You get 25 gold instead of 100. No, wait. No, it's 25 XP, 100
tower
gold.
is under attack.
Okay, interesting. Duration reduced from 7 to 6 minutes. They used to last 6 minutes way back in the day.
Has fallen.
Restock interval reduced from 180 to 150. Cost reduced from 75 to 65. Oh my god. Okay. Octarine Core no longer provides HP regen. Mana regen is reduced from 100% to 50%. Perseverance. HP regeneration increased from 5 to 6. Pipe. Cool. Stack limit duration. Okay. Point booster. Health bonus reduced from 200 to 175. Mana bonus increased from 150 to 175. Refresher. Okay. Aquila. Armor reduced. Okay. Bassi, also okay. Ring of Health, 6 regen, that's pretty neat.
Your middle
Ring of
tower is
Regen,
under
cost
attack.
reduced to 325, that makes Soul Ring cheaper, that's cool. Rod of Atos, remove chance to true strike on target, maim, chance
Your
to
middle
decrease from
tower is under attack.
15% to 20%. Maim slow reduced from 20% to 10% for melee range wielders, Sanj and Yasha. Maim chance increased from
Your middle
16%
tower
to
is under
30%.
attack.
Maim slow reduced from 32% to 13%. Shadow Amulet cost reduced from 1400 to 1300. Silver Edge now requires Shadow Blade and Ultimate Orb instead of Shadow Blade. Sanj and Recipe can be disassembled. Okay, that's interesting. Smoke of Deceit. Stock replenish time from 12 to 11 minutes. No longer has cooldown attached to your hero when it's used. I honestly had no idea it did. Soul Booster. No longer provides HP regen. Man, okay, we knew that. Talisman of Evasion. Cost reduced. TP is 75 to 50. God damn. Remember when this thing used to be 135 gold? Yeah, me too. Like, this thing has gotten so cheap over the years now. Vanguard, HP regen increased from 6 to 8. Veil now requires Helm of Iron Will, 2 Null Talisman, and a 400 recipe.
Your top tower is under attack.
Veil debuff is now dispellable. Vlad Aura reduced from 5. Armor Aura reduced from 5 to 4. Heroes, the fun part.
Your top tower is
Abaddon,
under
Curse
attack.
Slow increased. AA, Cold Feet cooldown reduced. Cold Feet damage timing changed, so
Your top tower is under attack.
that's actually, I think that might be a nerf to that. I'm not sure. I don't know. Arc Warden, Flux no longer
Your
slows
top
magic
tower
immune units.
is under
Honestly,
attack.
did not know it did. Flux is now purgeable. Cool. Flux slow reduced from 50% to 35, 40, 45, 50. Magnetic field cooldown reduced. Magnetic field duration increased. Magnetic field
The
now only
enemy's
evades
middle
attacks when
tower
done
has
from
fallen.
outside the field. So if you can stand in it with them, you can still hit them. Spark Wraith mana cost reduced from 100, 110, 130 to a constant 80. I guess people were too hot on Spark Wraith before. Spark Wraith activation delay reduced from 3 to 2. Spark Wraith now applies a 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 second purge. Interesting. Spark Wraith damage rescaled to... Okay, so the damage got nerfed though. Tempest Double no longer What? What? Are we serious right now? Hold the phone. Tempest Double ability item cooldowns now persist on the unit. What does that mean? I'm guessing what that means is that, like, whenever you spawn a new one, they don't change. They don't refresh. Tempest Double no longer replaces items that drop on death. Gem and Divine... Okay, that was necessary. Tempest Double cooldown reduced from 65, 60, 55 to 50, 40, 30. Oh, 30 seconds? Okay. Actually, no, with that other changes, yeah, okay. Tempest Double duration reduced from 20 to 12, 13, 14. Tempest Double cast point increased from 0 to 0.15. Strength growth increased from 1.9 to 2.3. Int growth increased from 2.1 to 2.6. Some interesting arc changes, I think. Some interesting arc warden changes. I think Tempest Double got a pretty major nerf. Counter Helix is pure damage. Hold the fucking phone. Oh, be ready for an axe meta. Be ready for another axe meta. Counter Helix damage reduced because it's pure damage, okay. And Feeble mana cost reduced to 95 all levels. Hopefully people will actually take this damn skill because it was good and it was useful, and I don't know why people never took it. Call of the Wild Hawk's Day Vision reduced. Call of the Wild Hawk's Night Vision reduced, okay. Added Scepter to Bloodseeker. Grants 2 charges to Rupture with 40-second replenish. Interesting. I don't really need to show that one, but that's interesting. Rupture cast point improved. Strength growth. Okay, so this may be another Bliat Psycha time. Shadowwalk mana cost increased from 50 to 65. Brewmaster, replace Earth Brewlings Pulverized to Demolish. Deals 150% bonus damage to buildings, so now Brew can actually push towers a little bit. Primal Split Earth and Storm damage type from Pierce to Hero. Okay, so the damage types, that makes sense. Primal Split Earth attack damage reduced. I believe that's for the... Now it's because it's now a hero damage. Storm reduced, Fire reduced, Fire rescaled. Okay. Fire Brewing's attack type is already hero. I honestly didn't know that.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Storm Brewing's Windwalk backstab damage increased from 100. That's pretty good. Also
Your
benefits from
middle
attack
tower is
type
under
changes.
attack.
Okay, cool. Bristle Boss. Bristleback damage threshold reduced from 230 to 210. Scepter Goo range reduced from 600 to
Your
700.
middle tower is under attack.
Centaur War Runner double edge cooldown reduced from 8 to 6. Stampede duration to 4 seconds. Chin, Hand of
middle
God no
tower
longer
is
fully
under
heals his
attack.
creep, so I guess it does the same as the heroes then. Clockwork, battery assault damage, minor cleanup to power clogs, pushback
Your
duration
middle
distance.
tower is under attack.
Okay, Crystal Maiden, cool. Dazzle, Poison Touch range increased. That's pretty neat. DP, Spirit Siphon no longer grants vision. Thank God. Fuck that spell. Spirit Siphon damage type from pure to magical and no longer goes through spell immunity. Also good. Spirit Siphon damage increased from 2... Okay, that's because it's magic damage. I understand that change. Spirit Siphon damage increased from 5 to 6. Spirit Siphon duration increased from 5 to 6. Spirit Siphon buffer range increased from 300 to 250. Okay. Excuse me. Base strength reduced from 19 to 18. Disruptor kinetic field AoE increased from 325 to 340. Dragon Knight breathe fire attack damage reduction rescaled to 35 all levels. That's a pretty moderate buff. Breathe fire cooldown rescaled. Base damage increased by 4. Gust cast point improved by 0.4 to 0.25. That's cool. So let's try that one out actually. So that's pretty different. Usually there's a little more of a delay when you're doing this. That's pretty neat. Earth Spirit. Boulder Smash knockback speed reduced from 1200 to 900. There we go. So yeah, that's slower. I think it's like the hero movement speed roughly. Base movement speed reduced from 305 to 295, so we got kind of a slap on the wrist, really.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Reworked Scepter on Earth Suka. Enchant Totem becomes a 900 range. What? What am I
Your bottom
what?
tower is under attack.
This one we gotta try.
Your
So-
bottom tower is under attack.
Causes you to jump in the air and land at target spot, casting an enchant totem. Are you serious with this right now? Oh my god. Okay, LeBron Shaker. So basically, what you're telling me I can do is I can do this. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. I'm on board with this. Definitely lives up to the dunks here. I like it. Okay. Self-cast the ability to make it behave like the original form without jumping. So, curious if I do this. Okay. But if I cast it like 2 feet away from myself. Cast range on this is actually decent. Wow. That's... That's pretty awesome. Oh my god, that's amazing. I like that. So, he doesn't necessarily need a blink anymore if he gets Scepter. ET Phone Home. Echo Stomp damage increase. Echo Stomp
Your
grace
top
period
tower
for
is
waking up
under
units with
attack.
damage increase from 0.65 to 0.8.
Your top tower
Enchantress.
has fallen.
Impetus damage reduced from 15, 20, 25 to 14, 18, 22. Impetus max distance reduced from 2500 to 1750. Okay. She got a major nerf there with Impetus. That was necessary. Enigma. Fixed demonic conversion not working on Beastmaster, Spore, or Hawk. I did not know that was a
Your
thing.
top tower is
Faceless
under
Void.
attack.
Time Walk cast range increased. Time Walk cast point increased. Time dilation cooldown increased. Time dilation
Your
slow
top tower
rescaled.
is under attack.
Time Lock no longer deals double damage inside Chronosphere. Interesting, because I remember when that change was put in. Time Lock damage increased from 40, 50, 60, 70 to 50, 75, 100,
Your top tower is
125.
under
Okay.
attack.
Scepter no longer increases Chronosphere duration. What does it do on him now? Oh no, it's the cooldown. Never mind, it's the cooldown. I'll get to
Your
Invoker,
top
don't worry.
tower is under attack.
I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can because I'm going to have to go somewhere soon. I got about 20, 25 minutes left. Reworked Scepter on Gyro. Add Side Gunner.
Your top
Okay.
tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
So, Side Gunner fires automatically.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Fires automatically at random enemy users with a 600 AoE every 40 seconds. Same
Your
rules as
middle
firing
tower
Rocket
is under
Barrage. Does not
attack.
attack while invisible, disabled by break. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I just walk by him, and it just
Your middle
happens.
tower is under attack.
Fires on attack automatically. Same firing rules for. So this is like his regular attack. So this is like. You have like flat cannon. It's like a double attack almost. Let's get him away from that. Base damage reduced by 4. Huskard! Berserker's Blood max attack speed increased from okay. Invoker! But goodbye. Bye-bye, Mr. Invoker guy. Maybe later, someday, never, you'll be in the dumpster. Yeah, there was that fell off. Invoked spells cast point increased from 0 to 0.005. There we go. Okay. So, like, let's say I
The
would have
enemy's
Deafening
bottom
Blast.
tower is
So he's more of a cast point on that now. Cold Snap is now dispellable, we knew that. Ghost Walk cooldown increased, cool. Tornado Vision reduced from 600 to 200, the AoE ability. So now it doesn't give, it's pretty much like right around the tornado is all it gives. Goodbye,
With
Invoker.
a wild
Goodbye,
spirit.
Invoker. I hope to never see you again for a while. I hated you. Forge Spirit health mana changed from Exhort Quas based to Quas Exhort based. Why wasn't it the other way around, I feel like? The other way would have made more sense. Okay, whatever. That's cool. But that means that since you're getting more Exhort, that means you're getting less health out of them unless you get more Quas. So that's a nice change. Okay, I understand that change. Base intelligence reduced from 22 to 16. Invoker just got dumber. Invoker's voting for Trump now. Jakiro, Macropyre. Jesus, they keep buffing the crap out of that. So this is without eggs. That's Macropyre without eggs. Oh shit, Gyro no. Macropyre is no longer unit targetable. Macropyre's scepter duration increased from 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, so now this is with eggs. Look at this. That's like my entire. That's like the entire, almost the entire diagonal of a monitor, of a lot of people's monitors. This lasts 30 seconds too. Now, if only they would buff Jakiro's model. Healing Word now follows Jug by default, like Frozen Siddle follows Tusk. Makes sense. Coddle, movement speed increased. Torrent damage is now dealt evenly over 8 ticks. Cool. Torrent stun duration increased. Torrent mana cost reduced. Base armor increased by 2. Legion Commander. Duel no longer ignores disarm and ethereal states on either target. I didn't know it did that before.
The enemy's
This also
middle
means that the
tower
Hex
has
units
fallen.
won't attack during duel. I did not know that was a thing. I thought it did not work. Interesting. Dual Scepter duration increased from 4.75, 5.5, 6.75, 6.78. Still don't know. She's still shit. She's still not good. I'm just not seeing how this is good at all. Frost Blast and Chain Frost slows are now independent debuffs. This means the slows stack with each other. I did not know they didn't before. Chain Frost no longer jumps to zombies. Okay, that's nice from playing against Undying. Infest can now only target agents with level 2 and 3. So, if I understand this right... let's go ahead and look at the agents over here. I think this means that he can't get in the big guy, yeah. The big black dragon's level 6. The little ones are level 3. If we go look at the other camp, let's see what we got over here. Yeah, so we got the Grant... Actually, no, they can't even... You can't get any of the golems. So basically, you can do no more of the Life Stealer Punch shenanigans with the golems. Interesting. Lone Druid. Spirit Bear's Entangle now uses pseudo-random distribution. Okay, makes sense. I understand. Battle Cry damage reduced from 190, 120, 150 to 70, 100, 130. I don't know if this is enough to nerf him because that the roar was pretty broken before. Luna, agility growth increased. Magnus, base HP regen increased. Base damage increased by 4. Medusa, stone gauge damage amplification increased from 30, 40, 50 to 50. Stone gauge duration rescales. Stone gauge slow. Meepo, increased base damage increased by 4. That's kind of nice for Meepo especially. Added Scepter to Marana, passively triggers Starstorm every 8 seconds. If there are no units to affect, the spell waits until there is an enemy nearby. It does not trigger if the enemy does not see you. Passive procs are disabled by break.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So let's try that one out.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So let's see here. Cast Starstorm every 8 seconds.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
There, okay. So yeah, wow, that's pretty neat.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
And then not only that, I can do it with the regular one. That's pretty cool. Morphling, replicate
bottom
damage
tower
and dealt
is under
increased from
attack.
50 to 80. Hybrid cooldown reduced from 120 to 70. Mirror image illusion. Okay, Naga.
Your
Mirror
bottom
image
tower
illusion
is under
damage
attack.
increased. Okay, cool. And Song of the Siren Scepter regeneration increased from 8 to 10. I still think that Eggs is not good.
Your top tower
Siren of
is
the Siren
under
now
attack.
affects units like golems. Okay. NP, Treant's Bounty increased. Treant Vision reduced. Okay.
Your top tower is under
Necro.
attack.
Necrophos. Reaper's Scythe damage factor increased from 0.4, 0.6, 0.9 to 0.6,
Your
0.75,
top tower
0.9.
is under attack.
Alright. Om Nom Nomni Knight. Degen Aura no longer pierces spell immunity. Okay.
Your
Added
bottom
Scepter to
barracks are under
Oracle.
attack.
Reduces Purifying Flames cooldown to 2.25 seconds and 1.0 and lowers cast points from 0.3 to 0.1. It's a neat little
Your
eggs.
top barracks are under attack.
OD. Goodbye, OD. I won't miss you. Stay in the dumpster.
Your top barracks are under
Arcane
attack.
Orb Intelligence Steel reduced from 234i to 1234. Goodbye. Arcane Orb mana cost increased from 100, 120,
Your top
120,
barracks
140,
are under
160.
attack.
Goodbye and good riddance. Astral Imprisonment cast range reduced. Goodbye and good fucking riddance.
Your
PA
top
Stifling
barracks are
Dagger
under
now
attack.
does a real physical attack.
Your bottom
Oh,
barracks
okay.
has
For
fallen.
60 plus 25, 40, 55, 70% of your attack
barracks has
damage,
fallen.
all
Bottom
attack
barracks
effects
has
work
fallen.
and still behave as if your hero performed them. Okay, I was wondering if they were ever going to do something like this eventually. PA
Your top
turn rate
barracks has
increased from
fallen.
0.4 to 0.6, so that means her turn rate is slower. Interesting. I guess because you can't dagger as quickly. Phoenix Supernova Scepter now increases the number of attacks needed to destroy, but to 7, 10, 13. Puck Illusory Orb speeded by 1. Okay. The bowling ball goes faster. Woo. That's not much faster. It's like by 1 movement speed? Really? Pugna. Nether
Your
Ward
middle
now treats
tower
illusions
is
as
under
creeps
attack.
for hit count calculation. Okay, so it's a creep hit instead of a hero hit.
Your middle
Static weak
tower
break
is
distance
under
increased
attack.
by 100. Okay, so Razor might be back. Ricky added to Captain's mode. Blink strike damage increased.
Your middle tower is
Tricks of the
under
Trade
attack.
cast point improved. Tricks of the Trade cooldown reduced. Okay. Rubik.
Your
Fade
middle
Bolt increased
tower
damage.
has
Null
fallen.
Field increased. Turn rate increased. Sandy Claws, Sandstorm max channel time rescaled from 50 all levels. So that makes Jungle Sand King a little different. Shadow Demon. Disrupting illusion damage increased from 30, 40, 50, 60 to 30, 45, 60, 75. Soul Catcher cooldown reduced from 13, 13, 12, 11, 10. Okay. Shadow Friend. Requiem of Souls damage lines travel distance rescale from 975, 1,125 to 1,000 all levels. Okay. Requiem of Souls starting with increased from 175, 125 to 125 at all levels, so that's a buff to Shadow Friend. Requiem of Souls end with rescaled from 400, 425, 450 to 425, also a buff.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's see. Scepter now increases Necromastery. Oh my god. Scepter increases
Your middle
Necromastery max
tower
souls
is
to
under
46.
attack.
This is a pretty big change. That's interesting. I like it. Shadow Fiend might come back after this.
Your middle tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Shaman. Mass Serpent Ward splash mechanics now rework. Now deals 75% splash and 175 AoE.
Your middle tower
100%
is under
splash and
attack.
50, 75, 85. I didn't realize I did splash. I forgot about that. Silencer. Last word no longer slows.
Your middle
Okay.
tower is under attack.
Arcane Curse base duration reviews
Your
from
middle
7 to
tower
6.
has fallen.
Arcane Curse now slows movement speed by 9, 12,
Your
15,
ancient
18.
is under attack.
Arcane Curse now increased cooldown, increase from 18, 16, 14, 12, and my base is... I'm about to lose the game here.
Your
Okay.
ancient is under
That's
attack.
okay. We'll keep reading the patch notes. We'll make a new game. Glaives of Wisdom damage rescaled. Okay, cool. Skywrath Mage, Mystic Flare, Scepter duration increased from 12 seconds? 12 seconds. Same damage per second, so Mystic Flare Scepter cooldown reduced. Wow, 12 seconds for 2.4. That's insane. Okay, let's go ahead and create a new game. Let's go ahead and make a new game. Snipper. Shrapnel damage increased. Oh boy. Spectral Dagger slow. No longer goes through spell immunity. Fair enough. Makes sense. I understand.
All pick.
Haunt cooldown. Let's see. Tinker.
I am perfectly suited
Haunt
for
illusions
this
are
environment.
no longer unstunnable. Okay. Haunt cooldown increased to 140, 130, 120. Agility growth reduced from 2.2 to 1.8.
Prepare for battle.
Alright. Well, I knew it was coming. R.I.P. Spectre. Press F to pay respects. Let's pour one out for old Spectre. She had her fun. Added Scepter to Storm Spirit. Causes Electric Vortex to be a 475 AoE around your hero. Okay, so here we go. Storm, you ready for these shenanigans? I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Oh, what I missed!
30 seconds to battle.
Here I am!
Okay, interesting.
Here I come!
Requires vision over units to affect. Interesting. Okay, so... Wow, that's pretty cool. Base movement speed on Sven reduced from 295 to 290. Terrorblade base armor increased by 3. Okay. Okay! Whoa, let's not get too crazy with
The
Terrorblade
battle
here.
begins.
Timber Saw! Whirling Death debuff,
Conditions could
debuff
hardly
duration
be
increased from
more
11 to 14.
ideal.
Reactive armor regen and armor per stack increased from 1 to 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6. Rearm mana cost reduced from 1.25, 2.225, 325, and 100, 200, 300. Rearm can no longer refresh Pipe of Insight. I didn't know it was a thing. Rearm, 100 rearm. That's ridiculous. Wow. base intelligence increased to 30. Oh my god. Okay, Tinker might be back. Tree Protector, Nature's Guide, search radius increased, tree search duration, grace duration, 1.7.75, Nature's Guide's movement speed, higher, Leech Seed cooldown reduced, Troll Warlord, range whirling axis cooldown reduced from that reduced, Fervor max stacks to 7, that's pretty neat. Walrus Kick cooldown, nobody ever used Walrus Kick. Walrus Kick damage increased from 200 to 350, I don't think anyone's still gonna buy Ags on Tusk. Undying, Tombstone now treats illusions as creeps for hit count calculation. Okay. Avenge, magic missile stun rescaled, so it's lower at early levels, higher at higher levels, but it's like 0.5 higher, so it's small. It's small. Poison attack is no longer an attack modifier. Okay, so Scotty Viper, Lifesteal Viper, hello possibilities. Massage, Gravekeeper's Cloak, reduced recharge time from 4 to 3. Gravekeeper's Cloak minimum damage threshold of 2 to 15. Stoneform stun delay reduced from 1 to 0.85. Warlock, Shadow Word cast range increased from 500 to 500, 525, 600, 675, 750. Fatal Bond's cooldown reduced. Flaming Fist damage changed from 40% chance to 100% chance. Okay. Time-lapse now disjoints. I didn't know it didn't before. Time-lapse scepter cooldown reduced from 20 to 16. Weaver now uses unit collision immediately when casting Sakuchi rather than after fading. Added scepter to Wyvern. Causes Arctic Burn to be a toggle and drains 40 mana per second. Activation mana cost is the same as the current. Okay, so... But wait a minute, can't you just toggle it and be done with it? Oh shit, escape.
Well, Storm Spirit.
So it's a toggle,
A wintry
and I activate it
mist.
once, and I'm flying permanently, right?
I know the way to go.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. There we go.
Have patience,
Okay, so it
child.
trades mana per second now. Okay, so it's... Okay, I see. So it's a permanent thing, that's pretty cool.
Yes. Friends.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Winter's Course cooldown reduced to 90 all levels. Okay. Mortal Strike now does a critical hit for double the value when attacking non-heroes. Okay, so they might jungle Boner King more. Zeus, static field damage reduced. Okay, static field no longer disables Blink Dagger. Okay. Thunder God's Wrath damage reduced. Okay, nerf to Zeus. Alright, and that's the whole patch. So, weird patch overall. I'm really excited to try a few certain heroes out of this. Like Tinker, the Earthshaker thing looks insane. I think the Earthshaker is like the highlight of the patch for me. But overall, pretty good patch. That is 6.87. Like, subscribe, and favorite, and follow, and whatever the kids do these days. And I will see you guys on the lanes. Thanks for watching.